Challenging. Verb. To invite someone to take part in a competition. Noun. The act of making a challenge. Adjective. Difficult. Hard to do. Reunion. Noun. The process or act of reuniting. Photography. Noun. The art and technology of producing images on photosensitive surfaces. And its digital counterpart. Sculptor. Noun. A person who sculpts. An artist who produces sculpture. Discrepancy. Noun. An inconsistency between facts or sentiments. Reminder. Noun. Someone or something that reminds. Perception. Noun. The organization, identification and interpretation of sensory information. Gentleman. Noun. A man of gentle but not noble birth. Particularly a man of means. Originally ownership of property. Who does not work for a living but has no official status in a peerage. An armiferous man ranking below a knight. Jet. Noun. A collimated stream. Spurt or flow of liquid or gas from a pressurized container. An engine, etc. Verb. To spray out of a container. Adjective. Propelled by turbine engines. Further. Verb. To help forward. To assist. Adjective. Comparative form of far. More distant. Relatively distant. Adverb. Comparative form of far. To. At or over a greater distance in space, time or other extent. Knee. Noun. In humans. The joint or the region of the joint in the middle part of the leg between the thigh and the shank. Verb. To kneel to. Arrival. Noun. The act of arriving or something that has arrived. Asking. Verb. To request information or an answer to a question. Noun. The act or process of posing a question or making a request. Reagent. Noun. A compound or mixture of compounds used to treat or test materials. Samples. Other compounds or reactants in a laboratory or sometimes an industrial setting. Planing. Verb. To smooth wood with a plane. Verb. To move in a way that lifts the bow of a boat out of the water. Noun. The act by which something is planed. Chatted. Verb. To be engaged in informal conversation. Shepherd. Noun. A person who tends sheep, especially a grazing flock. Verb. To watch over. To guide. Humid. Adjective. Containing perceptible moisture, usually describing air or atmosphere. Damp. Moist. Somewhat wet or watery. Fulfillment. Noun. The act of fulfilling. Consequential. Adjective. Following as a result. Occurring. Verb. To happen or take place. Noun. An instance of something occurring. An event or happening. Adjective. In combination. That occurs in a specified manner. Conversions. Noun. The act of converting something or someone. Designer. Noun. A person who designs something. Or who designs things as a profession. Adjective. Created by a designer, especially a fashion designer. Perform. Verb. To do something, to execute. Sabbatical. Noun. An extended period of leave from a person's usual pursuits. Adjective. Relating to the Sabbath, Sabbath. Automatic. Noun. A car with automatic transmission. Adjective. Capable of operating without external control or intervention. Society. Noun. A long-standing group of people sharing cultural aspects such as language, dress, norms of behavior and artistic forms. Athlete. Noun. A participant in a group of sporting activities which includes track and field. Road running. Cross-country running and racewalking. Entire. Noun. The whole of something. The entirety. Adjective. Sometimes postpositive. Whole. Complete. Lambda. Noun. The 11th letter of the classical and modern Greek alphabet. The 12th of the Old Greek alphabet. Pressing. Verb. To exert weight or force against. To act upon with force or weight. To exert pressure upon. Noun. the application of pressure by a press or other means. Adjective, needing urgent attention. Gray. Noun, an achromatic color intermediate between black and white. Verb, to become gray. Adjective, having a color somewhere between white and black, as the ash of an ember. Peak. Noun, a point, the sharp end or top of anything that terminates in a point. As, the peak, or front, of a cap. Verb, to reach a highest degree or maximum. Adjective, maximal, maximally quintessential or representative, constituting the culmination of. Flexion. Noun, the act of bending a joint, especially a bone joint, the counteraction of extension. Putting. Verb, to place something somewhere. Noun, instigation or incitement, enticement. Ice. Noun, water in frozen, solid, form. Verb, to cool with ice, as a beverage. Instantly. Adverb, at once, without delay. Component. Noun, a smaller, self-contained part of a larger entity. Often refers to a manufactured object that is part of a larger device. Adjective, making up a larger whole. As a component word. International. Noun, someone who has represented their country in a particular sport. Adjective, of or having to do with more than one nation. Oh. Noun, an utterance of oh, a spoken expression of surprise, acknowledgement, etc. Verb, to utter the interjection oh, to express surprise, etc. Interjection, expression of surprise. Birds. Noun, a member of the class of animals aves in the phylum Chordata. Characterized by being warm-blooded, having feathers and wings usually capable of flight, and laying eggs. Noun, a prison sentence. Curator. Noun, a person who manages, administers or organizes a collection, either independently or employed by a museum, library, archive or zoo, including. Verb, to bring into a group, class, set, or total as a new part or member. Preposition, such as among which, introducing one or more parts of the group or topic just mentioned. Move. Noun, the act of moving, a movement. Verb, to change place or posture. To go, in any manner, from one place or position to another. Bowl. Noun, a roughly hemispherical container used to hold, mix or present food, such as salad, fruit or soup, or other items. Chic. Noun, good form, style. Adjective, elegant, stylish. Economist. Noun, an expert in economics, especially one who studies economic data and extracts higher-level information or proposes theories. Proceed. Verb, to move, pass, or go forward or onward, to advance, to carry on. Crop. Noun, a plant, especially a cereal, grown to be harvested as food, livestock fodder or fuel or for any other economic purpose. Addictions. Noun, a state that is characterized by compulsive drug use or compulsive engagement in rewarding behavior, despite negative consequences. Sites. Noun, sorrow, grief. Noun, the place where anything is fixed. Situation, local position. Verb, to situate or place a building. Obligation. Noun, the act of binding oneself by a social, legal, or moral tie to someone. Hairdresser. Noun, a person who cuts or styles hair as an occupation or profession. Rejected. Verb, to refuse to accept. Neither. Adverb, similarly not. Pronoun, not either one of two. Conjunction, not either. Used with nor. Entered. Verb, to go or come into an enclosed or partially enclosed space. Encourage. Verb, to mentally support, to motivate, give courage, hope or spirit. Aware. Adjective, vigilant or on one's guard against danger or difficulty. Factory. Noun, A trading establishment, especially set up by merchants working in a foreign country. Adjective. Of a configuration, part, etc., having come from the factory in the state it is currently in. Original. Stock. Famous. Verb. To make famous, to bring renown to. Adjective. Well known. Avoids. Verb. To try not to meet or communicate with, a person, to shun. Key. Noun. An object designed to open and close a lock. Verb. To fit a lock with a key. Adjective. Indispensable. Supremely important. Salami. Noun. A large cured meat sausage of Italian origin, served in slices. Laughing. Verb. To show mirth, satisfaction, or derision, by peculiar movement of the muscles of the face, particularly of the mouth, causing a lighting up of the face and eyes, and usually accompanied by the emission of explosive or chuckling sounds from the chest and throat. To indulge in laughter. Noun. The action of the verb to laugh. Entrance. Noun. The action of entering or going in. Haven. Noun. A harbor or anchorage protected from the sea. Verb. To put into, or provide with a haven. Business. Noun. A specific commercial enterprise or establishment. Adjective. Of, to, pertaining to or utilized for purposes of conducting trade, commerce, governance, advocacy or other professional purposes. Breaker. Noun. Something that breaks. Noun. One who works in shipbreaking. Avoided. Verb. To try not to meet or communicate with, a person, to shun. Maturity. Noun. The state of being mature, ready or ripe. Punctual. Adjective. Prompt, on time. Propeller. Noun. One who, or that which, propels. 17. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 16 and before 18. Represented in Roman numerals as 17 and in Arabic numerals as 17. Associate. Noun. A person united with another or others in an act, enterprise, or business. A partner. Verb. To join in or form a league, union, or association. Adjective. Joined with another or others and having lower status. Eighth. Noun. The person or thing in the eighth position. Verb. To divide by 8. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 8. Disappointing. Verb. To sadden or displease someone, by underperforming, or by not delivering something promised or hoped for. Adjective. Causing disappointment. Done. Verb. Auxiliary. A syntactic marker. Adjective. Of food, ready, fully cooked. Freezing. Verb. Especially of a liquid. To become solid due to low temperature. Noun. The change in state of a substance from liquid to solid by cooling to a critically low temperature. Adjective. Suffering or causing frost. Attention. Noun. Mental focus. Interjection. Used as a command to bring soldiers to the attention position. N. Noun. North. Min. Noun. A unit of time equal to 60 seconds, 1/60th of an hour. Spectacular. Noun. A spectacular display. Adjective. Amazing or worthy of special notice. Pleasure. Noun. A state of being pleased or contented. Gratification. Verb. To give or afford pleasure to. Interjection. Pleased to meet you. It's my pleasure. Anesthetist. Noun. One who gives an anesthetic. Cancellations. Noun. The act, process, or result of canceling, as the cancellation of certain words in a contract, or of the contract itself. Create. Verb. To bring into existence. Sometimes in particular. Adjective. Created. Resulting from creation. Accounting. Verb. To provide explanation. Noun. The development and use of a system for recording and analyzing the financial transactions and financial status of an individual or a business. Adjective. of or relating to accounting. Export. Noun. Something that is exported. Verb. To carry away. Adjective. Of or relating to exportation or exports. Guarantee. Noun. Anything that assures a certain outcome. Verb. To give an assurance that something will be done right. Party. Noun. A person or group of people constituting a particular side in a contract or legal action. Verb. To celebrate at a party. To have fun. To enjoy oneself. Scuba. Noun. Underwater diving. An apparatus carried by a diver, which includes a tank holding compressed, filtered air and a regulator which delivers the air to the diver at ambient pressure which can be used underwater. Verb. To perform scuba diving. Excuse. Noun. Explanation designed to avoid or alleviate guilt or negative judgment. A plea offered in extenuation of a fault. Verb. To forgive. To pardon. Perspectives. Noun. A view, vista or outlook. Monument. Noun. A structure built for commemorative or symbolic reasons, or as a memorial. A commemoration. Verb. To mark or memorialize with a monument. Noisy. Adjective. Making a noise, especially a loud unpleasant sound. Balance. Noun. A state in which opposing forces harmonize. Equilibrium. Verb. To bring items to an equipoise, as the scales of a balance by adjusting the weights. Disappear. Verb. To vanish. Dinner. Noun. A midday meal, in a context in which the evening meal is called supper or tea. Verb. To eat a dinner. Provides. Verb. To make a living, earn money for necessities. Leaders. Noun. Any person that leads or directs. Faucet. Noun. An exposed plumbing fitting, a tap or spigot, a regulator for controlling the flow of a liquid from a reservoir. Layers. Noun. A single thickness of some material covering a surface. Verb. To cut or divide something into layers. Noun. A person who lays things, such as tiles. Bustling. Verb. To move busily and energetically with fussiness, often followed by about. Noun. A bustle, a busy stir. Adjective. Busy, full of energy and noisy activity. Pretend. Verb. To claim, to allege, especially when falsely or as a form of deliberate deception. Adjective. Not really what it is represented as being. Imaginary. Feigned. Sender. Noun. Someone who sends. Digital. Noun. A digital option. Adjective. Having to do with digits. Fingers or toes. Performed with a finger. Reefs. Noun. A chain or range of rocks. Sand. Or coral lying at or near the surface of the water. Verb. To take in part of a sail in order to adapt the size of the sail to the force of the wind. Noun. The itch. Any eruptive skin disorder. Carrying. Verb. To lift something and take it to another place. To transport something by lifting. Noun. Transportation. Healing. Noun. The process where the cells in the body regenerate and repair themselves. Chat. Noun. Informal conversation. Verb. To be engaged in informal conversation. Blocked. Verb. To fill something so that it is not possible to pass. Adjective. Obstructed, impeding general movement. Invisible. Noun. An invisible person or thing. Specifically, God, the Supreme Being. Verb. To make invisible. To invisibilize. Adjective. Unable to be seen. Out of sight. Not visible. Show off. Verb. To exhibit the best attributes of something. Noun. One who shows off. Elderly. Noun. An elderly person. Adjective. Old, having lived for relatively many years. Foods. Noun. Any solid substance that can be consumed by living organisms, especially by eating, in order to sustain life. Stain. Noun, a discolored spot or area. Verb, to discolor. Recruitment. Noun, the process or art of finding candidates for a post in an organization, or recruits for the armed forces. Hobby. Noun, an activity that one enjoys doing in one's spare time. Lick. Noun, the act of licking, a stroke of the tongue. Verb, to stroke with the tongue. Discovery. Noun, something discovered. Hiked. Verb, to take a long walk for pleasure or exercise. Executes. Verb, to kill as punishment for capital crimes. Manga. Noun, a comic originating in Japan. Imagined. Verb, to form a mental image of something. To envision or create something in one's mind. Adjective, conceived or envisioned in the mind. Baked. Verb, with person as subject. To cook something in an oven. Adjective, that has been cooked by baking. Dedicate. Verb, to set apart for a deity or for religious purposes. Consecrate. Adjective, dedicated, set apart, devoted, consecrated. Barmaid. Noun, a woman who serves in a bar. Heritage. Noun, an inheritance, property that may be inherited. Rune. Noun, a letter or character belonging to the written language of various ancient Germanic peoples, especially the Scandinavians and the Anglo-Saxons. Balcony. Noun, an accessible structure extending from a building, especially outside a window. Closely. Adverb, in a close manner. Doubts. Noun, disbelief or uncertainty about something. A particular instance of such disbelief or uncertainty. Verb, to be undecided about, to lack confidence in, to disbelieve, to question. Novels. Noun, a work of prose fiction, longer than a novella. Noun, a novelty, something new. Noun, a new legal constitution in ancient Rome. Retroactive. Adjective, extending in scope, effect, application or influence to a prior time or to prior conditions. Speaking. Adjective, used in speaking. Started. Verb, to begin, commence, initiate. Prawns. Noun, pornography. Noun, a crustacean of the suborder Dendrobranchiata. Verb, to fish for prawns. Danger. Noun, exposure to likely harm, peril. Verb, to claim liability. Blockbuster. Noun, a high explosive bomb used for the purposes of demolishing extensive areas, such as a city block. Easy. Noun, something that is easy. Adjective, comfortable, at ease. Adverb, in a relaxed or casual manner. Verb, to stop rowing. Folded. Verb, to bend any thin material, such as paper, over so that it comes in contact with itself. Verb, to confine animals in a fold. Letters. Noun, a symbol in an alphabet. Verb, to print, inscribe, or paint letters on something. Noun, one who lets, or lets out. Noun, literature. School subject. Noun, an identifying initial of the academic institution that is awarded to a member of a varsity team. It is made from structured cloth and intended to be sewn to a piece of clothing such as a varsity sweater or varsity jacket. Forest. Noun, a dense uncultivated tract of trees and undergrowth, larger than woods. Verb, to cover an area with trees. Cancelled. Verb, to cross out something with lines etc. Adjective, no longer planned or scheduled. Begins. Verb, to start, to initiate or take the first step into something. Maximum. Noun, the highest limit. Adjective, to the highest degree. Helps. Noun, action given to provide assistance. Aid. Verb, to provide assistance to someone or something. Cut out. Verb, to refrain from doing something, using something etc. To stop, cease doing something. Adjective, well suited, appropriate, fit for a particular activity or purpose. Pal. Noun. A friend, buddy, mate, cobber. Someone to hang around with. Verb. Be friends with, hang around with. Spoon. Noun. An implement for eating or serving. A scooped utensil whose long handle is straight, in contrast to a ladle. Verb. To serve using a spoon. To transfer something with a spoon. Man. Noun. An adult male human. Interjection. Used to place emphasis upon something or someone. Sometimes, but not always, when actually addressing a man. Catch. Noun. The act of seizing or capturing. Verb. Heading. To capture, overtake. Density. Noun. A measure of the mass of matter contained by a unit volume. Base. Noun. Something from which other things extend. A foundation. Verb. To give as its foundation or starting point. To lay the foundation of. Noun. A low spectrum of sound tones. Noun. A root. Jewelry. Noun. Collectively. Personal ornamentation such as rings, necklaces, brooches and bracelets, made of precious metals and sometimes set with gemstones. Archaeologist. Noun. Someone who studies or practices archaeology. Foods. Noun. Any solid substance that can be consumed by living organisms, especially by eating, in order to sustain life. Parking. Verb. To bring something such as a vehicle to a halt or store in a specified place. Noun. The action of the verb to park. Ideas. Noun. An abstract archetype of a given thing, compared to which real-life examples are seen as imperfect approximations. Pure essence, as opposed to actual examples. Prioritize. Verb. To arrange or list a group of things in order of priority or importance. Ribbon. Noun. A long, narrow strip of timber bent and bolted longitudinally to the ribs of a vessel. To hold them in position and give rigidity to the framework. Noun. A ribbon. Noun. A long, narrow strip of material used for decoration of clothing or the hair or gift wrapping. Verb. To decorate with ribbon. Grin. Noun. A smile in which the lips are parted to reveal the teeth. Verb. To smile, parting the lips so as to show the teeth. Bumpy. Adjective. Rough, jumpy, causing or characterized by jolts and irregular movements. Biggest. Adjective. Of great size, large. Squad. Noun. A group of people organized for some common purpose, usually of about 10 members. Verb. To act as part of, or on behalf of, a squad. Microwave. Noun. An electromagnetic wave with wavelength between that of infrared light and radio waves. Verb. To cook something in a microwave oven. Noun. An oven that uses microwave energy to heat food or other items placed within it. Flowers. Noun. A colorful, conspicuous structure associated with angiosperms, frequently scented and attracting various insects, and which may or may not be used for sexual reproduction. Verb. To put forth blooms. Noun. Something that flows, such as a river. Liked. Verb. To enjoy, be pleased by. Favor. Be in favor of. Verb. To be likely. Brother. Noun. Son of the same parents as another person. Verb. To treat as a brother. Interjection. Expressing exasperation. Lure. Noun. Something that tempts or attracts, especially one with a promise of reward or pleasure. Verb. To attract by temptation, etc. To entice. Rules. Noun. A regulation, law, guideline. Verb. To regulate, be in charge of, make decisions for, reign over. Verb. To revel. Blade. Noun. The sharp cutting edge of a knife, chisel, or other tool. A razor blade, sword. Verb. To skate on rollerblades. Noun. A kind of piton used in thin cracks. Recurring. Verb. To have recourse to someone or something for assistance, support, etc. Noun. A recurrence. A coming round again. Adjective. Happening or occurring frequently, with repetition. Muttering. Verb. To utter words, especially complaints or angry expressions, indistinctly or with a low voice and lips partly closed. To say under one's breath. Noun. Something that is muttered. Leaders. Noun. Any person that leads or directs. Fixes. Noun. A repair or corrective action. Verb. To pierce. Now generally replaced by transfix. Color. Noun. The spectral composition of visible light. Verb. To give something color. Adjective. Conveying color, as opposed to shades of gray. Shirts. Noun. An article of clothing that is worn on the upper part of the body, and often has sleeves, either long or short, that cover the arms. Owning. Verb. To have rightful possession of property, goods or capital. To have legal title to. Verb. To grant, give, owe. Verb. To be under an obligation to give something back to someone or to perform some action for someone. Existence. Noun. The state of being, existing, or occurring. Beinghood. Gesture. Noun. A motion of the limbs or body, especially one made to emphasize speech. Verb. To make a gesture or gestures. See. Verb. Stative. To perceive or detect with the eyes, or as if by sight. Interjection. Directing the audience to pay attention to the following. Code. Noun. A short symbol, often with little relation to the item it represents. Verb. To write software programs. Paradigm. Noun. A pattern. A way of doing something, especially a pattern of thought. A system of beliefs. A conceptual framework. Impressive. Adjective. Making, or tending to make, a positive impression, having power to impress. Gaining. Verb. To acquire possession of. Noun. Gain. Profit. Hamster. Noun. Any of various Old World rodent species belonging to the subfamily Cricetinae. Verb. To secrete or store privately, as a hamster does with food in its cheek pouches. Angle. Noun. A figure formed by two rays which start from a common point. A plane angle, or by three planes that intersect. A solid angle. Verb. Often in the passive. To place something at an angle. Diagrams. Noun. A plan, drawing, sketch or outline to show how something works, or show the relationships between the parts of a whole. Verb. To represent or indicate something using a diagram. Care. Noun. Grief, sorrow. Ruler. Noun. A. Usually rigid, flat, rectangular measuring or drawing device with graduations in units of measurement. A straightedge with markings. Verb. To beat with a ruler, as a traditional school punishment. Dignity. Noun. The state of being dignified or worthy of esteem. Elevation of mind or character. Cold. Adjective. Of a thing, having a low temperature. Basics. Noun. A necessary commodity, a staple requirement. Separated. Verb. To divide a thing into separate parts. Adjective. Detached. Not connected or joined. Two or more things stand apart. Decrypts. Noun. A decoded communication. Verb. To convert an encrypted or coded message back into plain text. Juggler. Noun. Agent noun of juggle. One who either literally juggles objects or figuratively juggles tasks. Passion. Noun. Any great, strong, powerful emotion, especially romantic love or extreme hate. Verb. To suffer pain or sorrow. To experience a passion. To be extremely agitated. 50. Noun. A banknote or coin with a denomination of 50. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 49 and before 51. Flu. Noun. chiefly plural, the thick, dangling upper lip of certain breeds of dog, or the canine equivalent of the upper lip. Pills. Noun. A small, usually round or cylindrical object designed for easy swallowing, usually containing some sort of medication. Verb. Of a woven fabric surface. To form small matted balls of fiber. Noun. The peel or skin. Verb. To peel. To remove the outer layer of hair, skin, or bark. Noun. An inlet on the coast. A small tidal pool or bay. Persons. Noun. An individual, usually a human being. Verb. To represent as a person. To personify. To impersonate. Fact. Noun. Something actual as opposed to invented. Interjection. Used before making a statement to introduce it as a trustworthy one. Negative. Noun. Refusal or withholding of assents. Prohibition. Veto. Verb. To refuse. To veto. Adjective. Not positive nor neutral. Interjection. Signaling. An elaborate synonym for no. Mine. Pronoun. My. Belonging to me. That which belongs to me. Conversion. Noun. The act of converting something or someone. Bucket. Noun. A container made of rigid material, often with a handle, used to carry liquids or small items. Verb. To place inside a bucket. Part. Noun. A portion. A component. Verb. To leave the company of. Adjective. Fractional. Partial. Adverb. Partly. Partially. Fractionally. I. Noun. The name of the Latin script letter I. Correction. Noun. The act of correcting. Fill. Verb. To occupy fully, to take up all of. Interviews. Noun. An official face-to-face meeting of monarchs or other important figures. Verb. To ask questions of somebody. To have an interview. Drop. Noun. A small quantity of liquid, just large enough to hold its own round shape via surface tension, especially one that falls from a source of liquid. Verb. To fall in droplets of a liquid. Fall on. Verb. To experience. To suffer. To fall upon. Cruise. Noun. A sea or lake voyage, especially one taken for pleasure. Verb. To sail about, especially for pleasure. Clock. Noun. An instrument used to measure or keep track of time. A non-portable timepiece. Verb. To measure the duration of. Newer. Adjective. Recently made, or created. Inappropriate. Adjective. Not appropriate, not suitable for the situation, time, or place. 70th. Noun. The person or thing in the 70th position. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 70. Games. Noun. A playful or competitive activity. Verb. To gamble. Parcel. Noun. A package wrapped for shipment. Verb. To wrap something up into the form of a package. Adverb. Part or half. In part. Partially. Best. Noun. The supreme effort one can make, or has made. Verb. To surpass in skill or achievement. Adjective. Most. Largest. Adjective. Of people. Adverb. Manner. Accurately. Competently. Satisfactorily. Residence. Noun. The place where one lives. One's home. Noun. A base of Russian espionage operations within a foreign country. Severe. Adjective. Very bad or intense. Prestige. Noun. The quality of how good the reputation of something or someone is. How favorably something or someone is regarded. Adjective. Of a linguistic form. Regarded as relatively prestigious. Often. Considered the standard language or language variety. Or a part of such a variety. Legs. Noun. A limb or appendage that an animal uses for support or locomotion. Verb. To remove the legs from an animal carcass. Lot. Noun. A large quantity or number. A great deal. Verb. To allot. To sort. To apportion. Irregularity. Noun, an instance of being irregular. Compile. Noun, an act of compiling code. Verb, to put together, to assemble, to make by gathering things from various sources. Balls. Noun, a solid or hollow sphere, or roughly spherical mass. Verb, to form or wind into a ball. Noun, a formal dance. Verb, speaking or acting with bravado to achieve something. Adverb, very. Intensifier, broken. Verb, to separate into two or more pieces. To fracture or crack, by a process that cannot easily be reversed for reassembly. Adjective, fragmented, in separate pieces. Hung. Verb, to be or remain suspended. Adjective, suspended by hanging. Soft. Noun, a soft or foolish person. An idiot. Adjective, easily giving way under pressure. Adverb, softly, without roughness or harshness. Gently, quietly. Interjection, be quiet, hold, stop, not so fast. Packets. Noun, a small pack or package. A little bundle or parcel. Verb, to make up into a packet or bundle. Sizes. Noun, obsolete outside dialectal. And a size. Verb, to adjust the size of. To make a certain size. Noun, a thin, weak glue used as primer for paper or canvas intended to be painted upon. Verb, to apply glue or other primer to a surface which is to be painted. Desperately. Adverb, in a desperate manner, without regard to danger or safety. Recklessly. Gay. Noun, chiefly in plural or attributive. A homosexual, especially a male homosexual. See also lesbian. Verb, to make happy or cheerful. Adjective, possibly obsolete. Happy, joyful, and lively. Adverb, possibly obsolete. Considerably. Very. Sociable. Noun, a sociable person. Adjective, of a person, tending to socialize or be social. Explorer. Noun, one who explores something. Direct. Verb, to manage, control, steer. Adjective, proceeding without deviation or interruption. Adverb, directly. Stepdaughter. Noun, the daughter of one's spouse and not of oneself. Changeover. Verb, to convert to make a transition from one system to another. Collective. Noun, a farm owned by a collection of people. Adjective, formed by gathering or collecting. Gathered into a mass. Prosecution. Noun, the act of prosecuting a scheme or endeavor. Introduce. Verb, of people, to cause someone to be acquainted with someone else. Producing. Verb, to yield, make or manufacture, to generate. Movements. Noun, physical motion between points in space. Kidney. Noun, an organ in the body that filters the blood, producing urine. Brand. Noun, a conflagration, a flame. Verb, to burn the flesh with a hot iron, either as a marker for criminals, slaves, etc., or to cauterize a wound. Digital. Noun, a digital option. Adjective, having to do with digits. Fingers or toes. Performed with a finger. Kidney. Noun, an organ in the body that filters the blood, producing urine. Conference. Noun, the act of consulting together formally. Serious conversation or discussion. Interchange of views. Verb, to assess a student by one-on-one conversation, rather than an examination. Earlier. Adjective, at a time in advance of the usual or expected event. Adverb, at a time before expected. Sooner than usual. Put down. Verb, to insult, belittle, or demean. Noun, an insult or barb. A snide or demeaning remark. Odds. Noun, diminutive, an odd number. Noun, the ratio of the probability of an event happening to that of it not happening. Offers. Noun, a proposal that has been made. Verb, To propose or express one's willingness to do something. Noun. Used in combinations from phrasal verbs. Agent noun of off. Stands. Noun, the act of standing. Verb. Heading, to position or be positioned physically. Discovered. Verb. To find or learn something for the first time. Life. Noun. The state of organisms preceding their death. Characterized by biological processes such as metabolism and reproduction and distinguishing them from inanimate objects. The state of being alive and living. Fit. Noun. The degree to which something fits. Verb. To be suitable for. Adjective. Suitable. Proper. Grandson. Noun. A son of one's child. Conducts. Noun. The act or method of controlling or directing. Verb. To lead, or guide. To escort. Renovate. Verb. To renew. To revamp something to make it look new again. Courtyard. Noun. An area, open to the sky, partially or wholly surrounded by walls or buildings. Physiologist. Noun. A person who studies or specializes in physiology. Breadcrumbs. Noun. Chiefly in the plural. A tiny piece of bread. Either one that falls from bread as it is cut or eaten, or one made deliberately by crumbling bread. Verb. To sprinkle breadcrumbs onto food. Normally before cooking. Combat. Noun. A battle. A fight. Often one in which weapons are used. Verb. To fight. To struggle against. Fitting. Verb. To be suitable for. Verb. To suffer a fit. Noun. A small part. Especially a standardized or detachable part of a device or machine. Adjective. Ready. Appropriate. Suitable. Or in keeping. Shy. Noun. An act of throwing. Verb. To avoid due to timidness or caution. Adjective. Easily frightened. Timid. Derived. Verb. To obtain or receive something from something else. Adjective. Of, or pertaining to, conditions unique to the descendant species of a clade, and not found in earlier ancestral species. Development. Noun. The process of developing. Growth, directed change. Habit. Noun. An action performed on a regular basis. Explanation. Noun. The act or process of explaining. Leaf. Noun. The usually green and flat organ that represents the most prominent feature of most vegetative plants. Verb. To produce leaves. Put forth foliage. Bag. Noun. A flexible container made of cloth, paper, plastic, etc. Verb. To put into a bag. Programs. Noun. A set of structured activities. Verb. To enter a program or other instructions into a computer or other electronic device. To instruct it to do a particular task. Lighting. Verb. To start a fire. Verb. To unload a ship, or to jettison material to make it lighter. Verb. To find by chance. Noun. The equipment used to provide illumination. The illumination provided. Roof. Noun. The external covering at the top of a building. General. Noun. A general fact or proposition. A generality. Verb. To lead. Soldiers. As a general. Adjective. Including or involving every part or member of a given or implied entity. Whole, etc. As opposed to specific or particular. Adverb. In a general or collective manner or sense. In most cases. Upon the whole. Roasted. Verb. To cook food by heating in an oven or over a fire without covering, resulting in a crisp, possibly even slightly charred appearance. Adjective. Cooked by roasting. Factors. Noun. A doer. Maker. A person who does things for another person or organization. Verb. To find all the factors of a number or other mathematical object. The objects that divide it evenly. Bread. Noun. A foodstuff made by baking dough made from cereals. Verb. To coat with breadcrumbs. Edge. Noun. The boundary line of a surface. Verb. To move an object slowly and carefully in a particular direction. Station. Noun. A stopping place. Verb, usually passive, to put in place to perform a task. Reading. Verb. To look at and interpret letters or other information that is written. Noun. The process of interpreting written language. Slept. Verb. To rest in a state of reduced consciousness. Chicken. Noun. A domestic fowl, gallus gallus, especially when young. Adjective, cowardly. Message. Noun. A communication, or what is communicated. Any concept or information conveyed. Verb. To send a message to. To transmit a message to. E.g. as text via a cell phone. Jingled. Verb. To make a noise of metal or glass clattering against itself. Data. Noun. Plural. Data. A measurement of something on a scale understood by both the recorder, a person or device, and the reader, another person or device. The scale is arbitrarily defined, such as from 1 to 10 by ones, 1 to 100 by 0.1, or simply true or false, on or off, yes, no, or maybe, etc. Financier. Noun. A person who, as a profession, profits from large financial transactions. Verb. To carry out financial transactions. To finance something. Cotton. Noun. Gossypium. A genus of plant used as a source of cotton fiber. Verb. To provide with cotton. Adjective. Made of cotton. Adults. Noun. A fully grown human or animal. Arm. Noun. The portion of the upper human appendage. From the shoulder to the wrist and sometimes including the hand. Verb. To take by the arm. To take up in one's arms. Heritage. Noun. An inheritance. Property that may be inherited. Person. Noun. An individual. Usually a human being. Verb. To represent as a person. To personify. To impersonate. Parcels. Noun. A package wrapped for shipment. Verb. To wrap something up into the form of a package. Noun. Plural. A parcels train, normally carrying nothing but parcels. Engage. Verb. Heading. To interact socially. Sandwich. Noun. A dish or foodstuff where two or more slices of bread serve as the wrapper or container of some other food. Verb. To place one item between two other, usually flat, items. Adjective. Of a meal or serving size that is smaller than a dinner.